Before I begin my presentation, I'd like to discuss my topic. What my topic is career planning and post-secondary planning for post-secondary students. And I wanted to create a platform that would assist these students and make that process easier for them. A knowledge gap that I've noticed was the lack of improvement for students seeking post-secondary and career training. School boards have yet to improve this area of schooling when it has become an evident problem among students. The needs of my user are simple. Students want a career and need to begin career planning during high school in order to be accepted into further education. The benefits sought from my application is to make post-secondary and career planning process easier for students. The problem was that the students felt that during their high school and elementary school education, there was not enough emphasis on post-secondary or a career. For my primary research, I wanted to understand when students began career planning and what resources they had when they tried to learn about career planning. I did this by giving out a survey before every user test that I had done. With my paper prototype, I understood how to market this large amount of information to students. I learned that students get overwhelmed very easily, so when presenting information to them, to keep the focus, they cannot be overwhelmed with text. Prototyping my application allowed me to gain insight on how to properly present information to students. Also, the opportunity for this application to be directly implemented into the school. If the Ministry of Education were to make an application that directly correlated with guidance counselors, more connections for guidance counselors to approach students that may not want to speak in person, but rather doing their own research. For my user testing, I had users go through 4 different sections within the prototype. Users would use their finger to select different parts of the application. Using paper prototypes allowed me to iterate quickly and gain a better understanding of how to create this application before going further into the development process. The insights that I had found from user testing in my survey, I found that making a more personal experience for a student that gains an understanding of the student's interest will help refine the student's search for post-secondary or a career. I also found an opportunity for growth within the Ministry of Education. Allowing a connection between a high school guidance counselor and a phone application could allow guidance counselors to have an impact on a larger amount of the student body. Students may not want to speak to these counselors, but giving those students an alternative will greatly assist those students that lack the resources to create a career or post-secondary plan. What I learned from my users was that my application's UI would make students lose interest in the application. I was told consistently that the large amounts of text was overwhelming, and as a high school student, they would not pay attention to the information. This allowed me to realize what I needed to do for my next iteration. My users also felt that it was unnecessary to target this application to elementary school students due to the fact that they would have a similar post-secondary and careers process as a high school student. My next step is to create an application that is not text heavy and focuses on the specific needs of the high school student.